Low resolution, you can have different versions. Whoa, you see that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at that. This is exactly how I remember it. Exactly like that. Yeah, look at this. Isn't that incredible? I mean, it looks like, I mean, you weren't there, but let me tell you, I was there and I saw what looked like an amazing winter wonderland. It was like the whole backyard was in like a glass castle, you know, like it was a glass wonderland. Oh, to see this again like this is just amazing. It brings back a lot of memories, and it's really cool that I can enhance it so that I can share it with all of you and share it with my kids and family. Hey there, Steve Klein here with Images in Motion. In this video, I'm going to show you how to digitally enhance photos from an ice storm or a snowstorm or any photos of your past that may be just a little bit grainy, and show you how to bring new life into them. How you can take them and become full HD photos. In this video, I'm going to share a photo from my past of an ice storm where it put ice on all of the trees around. It was 1980. And I remember limbs being snapped off from the weight of this ice. But the cool thing is, when I went out into my backyard, it looked like a winter wonderland. It looked like the tree limbs were glass. They were made of glass. And the cool thing is, because they were still frozen, it looked like a winter wonderland. But the problem was, the photos didn't reflect what I was seeing in reality. What I saw in the photo was a disappointment. I wanted to see the true vibrancy, the reflectiveness of the light shining through the glass. It would look like glass, but it was ice. And it was just so beautiful. Well, today I'm going to show you an AI tool that I've discovered that brings those photos back to life. In fact, I snapped these photos with my handy dandy 110 pocket Instamatic camera from Kodak back in the day. And it did get some details, but it didn't get all the details. So we're going to get to it right now. So let's go up to my den and we'll get started. Hey there, Steve Klein here. We're in my den now, and I'm going to share with you the photos that I think we're going to restore now of the ice storm of 1980. And here's what that looks like. So here's a bunch of photos that I have here saved off onto my hard drive from that very storm. We had a time off from school, and we were actually lost power. And there was a time where you can see right here, we're huddled around this fireplace. Let me zoom in on this. Actually, let me open a few of these. This is the front of our house. This is the front of our house. It was all snowy and icy. The storm started in January 8th, and I think it lasted until that weekend, and it culminated with freezing rain. And here we are huddled around the fireplace. We put this insert in, and by the way, if you guys ever got an insert, think twice about that, because this insert, it didn't do its job. In fact, it was found environmentally unsound about 40 or 50 years later. They had to remove it out of that. You know, you had to actually get a specialist to remove this. And really what it did was it didn't really put out the fire. As you can see here, we're just huddled around this thing. We're just like trying to get warm. And all it had was these two little latches, and you'd open it up. But the cool thing was we were able to cook on it. They promoted that you could cook on this thing if you lost power. But as you can see, these pictures are pretty bad shape. I've got a lot of scratches and dust and dirt on them. This is another photo of us with our dog Freckles here, Springer Spaniel, and then our cat. My dad looking there, my mom. We're all in our PJs. So I probably was too, but I was the one taking the picture. Come on. And then here it was, look at this. This is outside our backyard, and this is, you can't really make it out, but this whole thing is a frozen limb off of a Douglas fir tree, a 200-foot tall Douglas fir tree, or it seemed like that tall. And I got my mom, she's like, what? Like, I kind of think I startled her. But anyway, these pictures, the reason I wanted to bring these pictures up to you is because they are amazing. You can't really tell it in these pictures, but everything looked like a winter wonderland. It was like you go outside and it looked like everything was made of glass. I mean, these trees, take a look at these trees. I don't know if you can see. And the problem with this picture is there's my dad and my sister and the dog. And there's our backyard where we had the pool here. And if you can tell, Back in the distance is our trailer, our family trailer. We had the pool that we'd cover up all year. But these limbs here were solid ice. Like there was a sheet of ice that like was like an inch thick. It was incredible. And it looked really cool. There's some geese flying overhead or something there. I don't know what that is. And then there's my dad's house again. Okay. And here's the walnut tree. I think you can see it a little bit on that, but you can really see it on the apple tree. There's some more damage of that limb again. Yeah. So check out this. This is a tether ball. Does anybody have tether balls anymore? But that was a lot of fun. And then here is the apple tree. This next one, you can really see it. So see how the light is glistening off these branches here? You can get a little bit of a sense, but what I want to do is I want to enhance this photo. I want to bring it back to the time when I saw it live, because I tell you, when I saw this, I was just blown away. And I took the pictures with my 110 pocket handy dandy Kodak Instamatic camera, but it didn't grab the details of this. Because look at this. I mean, you can see almost some reflections here. You can kind of get the feel of it, but when you look at this photo, it's just blurry mess. I mean, if I go zoom in here, you can't even really make out this. It's just kind of a blurry, mess, right? But what I'm hoping to do is I'm hoping to take this photo with AI, enhance this, and bring it back to HD quality where it's almost as if I saw it. I'll know it. I'll know it when I see it. So let's go try it. Let's check it out. All right, we got it in Photoshop. So right away, I want to get these lines here, get a little bit of a better crop. So I'm just going to crop this like so. I'm going to take it right to the bottom here. Image crop. Did I even crop it? I didn't crop it too well. Let me try it again. So crop, yeah. There we go. And then I'm going to crop that. There, that brings a little bit better. Now I want to use my healing tool. Make sure I get this side here. I'm just beveling it down the side. If I'm going to zoom in on this a little bit. I'm beveling that in on the side. I undid that. I don't know if you noticed that because it wasn't quite getting what was there before. And this, again, this isn't perfect, but it's better than, that's okay. All right, so I'm going to go over here and get rid of that corner there too. There we go. So I extended the corner out. This might be an artifact, but I'm not going to mess with it too much. Let's see. Oh, there's a little bit up here. See that little color there? I'm going to fix that. Fix this here. And if something doesn't look quite right, you can actually go back and click on the surrounding areas to compensate for what you believe. Like this one, I see that there's a little, I mean, I just could crop that out if I wanted to. I just kind of wanted to extend it though. So there's a little bit of a smudge here in the, unless that's on my computer. Nope, it's on the photo. All right, so now I think we're ready to enhance this. So I'm going to save this. It was a TIFF file, tag image format. And if you remember from my other lessons or my other videos, is that we want to ensure that we get this as high quality as we can. TIFF has more information in the photo and we're going to try and retain that. But for this exercise, I'm going to actually export it into a JPEG, and we should have a lot of information here to do that. So let me get back to this photo here. See if I, first of all, I'm going to save this as a Photoshop file. And then I'm going to export it. Actually, first of all, let me see. Yeah, that was right. I should have kept that there. So save it as a Photoshop file. And then, yes, now I'm going to export it into a JPEG. Okay, so now I want to do it the highest quality. I'm going to leave the pixels here. If you notice, this pixel it's not that big. It's 878 by 633. However, this quality is what we want to use. We want to use this quality because the AI tool is going to look at it. We're going to use Topaz AI for the enhancement or the upscaling of this photo. And I want it to retain the low quality dimensions because that way it'll look at it and appropriately upscale it as needed. So here we go. So we're going to go export. So we're exporting it into this one. And I'm just going to leave it as a JPEG. I'm not going to say edited or anything. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to go and open Gigapixel, Topaz Gigapixel, and that's the one I'm going to use to enhance this with AI. So let's take a look and see what this does. Okay, so now I just got to grab my photo here. Okay, so now it's analyzing. I'm going to leave it on low resolution. You can have different versions. Whoa, you see that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's not quite perfect, but it is. Let me go up. So I have it doubled. Let me do it. Below here, this is where it's right now it's 876 by 633. It's going to upscale it to this dimension, but I think that could even go a little bit better. I can go to here or even here. I think I'm going to go, let's go here. That's better than it was. Wow, that is amazing. Look in the trees and the way in the distance right there. Look at that. Can you see that? Right as I bring the slider on, these trees in the background are more detailed. But also what's really cool is that it's getting this light. This is exactly how I remember it. Exactly like that. Yeah, look at this. So I remember this glistening in the light, and that's why I wanted to take a picture of it. But back then, it wasn't. I didn't have a 35 millimeter camera. Plus, I didn't have the focal lens right. It was just a quick like, oh hey, I'm going to get my little camera. And what was I, like 10, 12? I don't know. You should look at this. This just is amazing. Oh wait, I got to get it back. Where did it go? Where's my slider? There it is. So this is again before and after, before and after. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what it looks like in 4 different possibilities. So the Art CG does a really good job at things like this, and it might actually be the best. I don't know for sure. If I zoom back out here to see the whole apple tree. I think actually this does look the best. Normally I would use like a standard or well, actually let me look at this. This one's set to HQ. I'm going to change that back to low res. So the upper left is low resolution. Upper right is the Art CG. The 2 on the bottom are the standard and then the HQ. The HQ is usually what you do for high quality photographs. And then it kind of blends it in and makes it look normal. But I don't know, now that I'm looking at this result, I almost like the Art CG, which I would normally not do because it looks too fake. But in this case, I want to grab the crystallized look of that ice. And that's what these 2 on the top are showing me. Oh wait, this is low resolution. Somehow I messed that up. Okay, let me back it out. Art and CG, low resolution on the left. Oh, and there's a little artifact here. I didn't notice that. A little bit of a blemish on the photo. We're gonna have to clean that up with Photoshop. But so close. I'm going to do this low resolution because that's just so cool. And then I'm going to render this. In fact, I'm going to leave it 6. I'm going to 6x it. Give it 6 times the size. Increase. And I'm going to save that. I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to do it in the Art CG because that also was the comparable one. And we're going to compare this, and we're going to look at what both of these look like. I want to compare them, but isn't that incredible? I mean, it looks like, I mean, you weren't there, but let me tell you, I was there and I saw what looked like an amazing winter wonderland. It was like the whole backyard was in like a glass castle, you know, like it was a glass wonderland, you know, and oh, it's just, to see this again like this is just amazing. It brings back a lot of memories, and it's really cool that I can enhance it so that I can share it with all of you and share it with my kids and family. This is going to be a wonderful thing. So let's get back to this. I got to open it up here. Okay, so this is the Art and CG on the left. This is the low resolution on the right. Actually, I like the low resolution the best, I think. I don't know, it might be more natural on the... No, I think I do. I think I like the lower resolution on the left. Yeah. I think that's it. I think that's the winner. So let's compare it with the first one. The first one was this one. Oh yeah. Wow, look at that. So here's the before. So here's the before, and here's the after. Before and after. Before, after. Before, after. Before, after. And just look at how now it does look a little bit artificially in here, but look at the details that you can see now in the trees and the limbs. I don't know. I think this is overall, I think this is a really good success. What do you think? Drop your comments in the comment section below, and we're going to work more on these types of videos, these types of photos rather, in the next one. If you want to see another video where I'm fixing a photo from our walnut tree that got all frozen, click over here. Or maybe it's here. And I'll see you in the next video.